Do you like hearing your own voice in the game? Or are you like,
I don't like to hear my voice really anywhere. That's just reality. But I've gotten used to like having to listen to it, so I bear with it.
Why does like a playback sound?
I feel like when I'm talking like right now, I feel like I sound beautiful.
Yeah,
and
you
then
do.
I hear myself.
You sound amazing. We love to hear you.
I wish I could sound a little bit smoother.
Last time we spoke, you talked about success, and congratulations on being ESPN's senior NBA insider. You said that you don't sit with success, and you're always thinking about what's next. So what's next for you?
I think just continue to improve where I'm at and what I'm doing. I think I like continuously want to get better and better on TV. Like I think that was a goal.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
To a man, the Pelicans looking intent on getting a win on the road. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Jordan Poole is out there with Fears. Then there's...
Here we go.
Williamson. And it's Queen in at the 5, down low. And for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. In the post. It'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And over these past weeks, the excitement has been building for the NBA Cup. I mean, it's palpable. Now, here we are in the West semifinals. The final step before the championship game.
Yeah, there's a lot more on the line here than your regular season contest. A win here tonight for one of these teams means a ticket to the championship. And while this game tonight will count as a regular season win or loss, the championship, that's an entirely unique game outside the regular season schedule.
Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lets it go with a 3. It's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. And that's now 6 points for the chosen one. Castle against Poole. Sankovic. Rebound San Antonio. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Yeah, that's the kind of performance you're going to try to build on. Now they have to find a way to replicate that success.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Again, Mitchell missing. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Poole. Sankovic. Castle covering. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Queen. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Mitchell gets it to go.
How about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time?
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Williamson. Now Fears. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only one falling.
Pelicans trail by 7. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Poole against Castle. Poole, the pass to Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Tim, one thing for sure, when Zion Williamson is right, he can carry all by himself in offense.
Well, there is no question he is an athletic freak. There is no answer for him when he is playing aggressively.
Spurs leading by 8. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. He drains the quick shot. Mitchell's got 16.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Got a hand on it.
And how about the timing Vassell has on the defensive end? Superb swat.
It's good. And that's now 18 points for the chosen one.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
They grab their own miss. Queen. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Pass to Fears. Goes back up. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one. Chance here to make it a three-point. Here's Wembanyama. He has yet to score. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Mitchell is out there with Fox, and it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Shoots from 12. That one off the back iron and out. And Ingram has got the ball here for San Antonio. For 3, Mitchell, and he's good on the 3 ball. Mitchell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Shots good by Mitchell.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Murray. Trying to find Bay and gets it to him. It's not going to go for him. Spurs leading by 14. Goes up the baseline. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Wembanyama.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Pass to Fears. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, look at Murray rising up for that dunk. You love to see that from DeJounte.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Here's Queen. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Stephon Castle's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And New Orleans also making a change. Williamson is checked in for Bay.
That's a great understanding by Murray. He saw the defense was set up a certain way, and he got it to the open man quickly.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 70 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Shots good by Mitchell.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Pelicans trailed by 19. Stolen by Mitchell.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Spurs.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
And the Spurs making a change here. Vassell's checked in. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. Poole comes in for Fears. Castle against Poole. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Knocks it down from the wing. Good shot for Mitchell. Mitchell's got 42 in the game.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Henderson's checked in for the Spurs. Yves Missi, he's checked in for the Pelicans. From 13, offensive rebound.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Second chance shot, and it's Castle laying it in.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Murray against Mitchell. Here's Missi, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. New Orleans making some changes here. Williams, he's checked in for Williamson. And Jones subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Cans it from downtown.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Spurs leading by 22. For 3, Mitchell drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 45 points.
Well, he had a solid first quarter, but he is rolling now.
Mitchell against Poole. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Lets it go from the wing, and the Spurs scoring again.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
Outside Williams. 1:15 left in the first half of basketball. The kick out to Poole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Mitchell. Another shot. And it's Williams laying it in. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
For 3, Mitchell. Again, what an avalanche.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Outside Williams. Pass to Messi. New Orleans moving the ball around. Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Again, the miss by Poole.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The shot and game clock separated by 4, and the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in, and a change for the Pelicans. Dave's checked in. Poole with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
And that time, no dribbling needed for Poole to cash in.
Now Mitchell. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Shoots over Poole. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs ahead by 26.
62. New Orleans, 36.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Williamson. Jordan Poole is out there with Fears. And it's Queen, and at the center, filling out the middle.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
Castle against Poole, and the basket by Castle. Castle's got his second bucket of the night.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Here's Williamson, and the shot goes in. Williamson's got his second basket of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Here's Fears. Queen the pass to Williamson to the wing right side. Fears' shot is off.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, he just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them. And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Pass to Fears. Unloads from 13. Rebound by Sohan.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Williamson. Count that one. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Williamson showing you he's just too strong to be contained. That time he exploded right through the contact.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And got it. Another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. They get it again. Here's Queen. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Ingram comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Mitchell in for Fox. And a change for the Pelicans. Pools checked in for DeJounte Murray. Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your four teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they've probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner, and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now, that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the chart.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been. Clearly working to their advantage so far.
And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him. Williamson, the pass to Wise. And a miss there on the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
For 3, Mitchell, and again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Williamson. Here's Fears. Covered by Mitchell. And another turnover here by New Orleans.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. It's very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Over Fears. And another basket for San Antonio.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now. now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen. I think it's underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you.
like when I do Pat McAfee show, when I do different shows, I'm able to show my personality a little bit more. When I'm sitting talking here with you, I can show my personality a little bit more. But, you know, a lot of what I do is very like news, 30, 45 seconds, and like how can I make the most of that moment? Showing personality, showing a little bit of spark, but then like keeping it very like, all right, this is what's going on, this is what happened, this is what's next, you know?
What is your personality like outside of what we see on X, on ESPN?
I think just like chill, laid back, you know, chill, laid back, just, I think of myself, I'm pretty calm at all times.
Are you funny?
When I want to be, I think, yeah. You know, I will say, I did a lot of taping with Kevin Harlan. He's the GOAT. And he makes it so fun.
Yeah.
And he's the best in the business. I'm going to do some more with Brian Anderson. They bring a different energy, a different liveliness to it, and I'm excited to joke around with them.
Awesome.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. They've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in at the 5, down low. And for San Antonio, inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. Doris, how excited are you for this front court matchup we have in front of us tonight? Two of the best in the game.
BA, I've had this one circled on my calendar for some time. The front court matchup is absolutely special. Big-time guys.
Now here's Mitchell. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game.
Tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Brunson against Mitchell. Left side Brunson. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Back come the Spurs in transition. Towns with a rebound. New York with the ball. It's a three-point game. Anunoby. Good.
Well, just absolutely superb concentration by OG Anunoby. Fends off the defense well right there.
New York shooting their first free throw of the night. That free throw is good from Anunoby. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Towns outside. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here's Brunson from the arc. The Knicks rebound. Rejected by Mitchell. And they get it back.
Why even try in there against Wembanyama? I mean, it's just too difficult. And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. B.A.?
Allie, thank you.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
Only in quarter number 1. He's put in 4 out of 5. Great start.
Now here's Bridges. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. To halt the run, kicks it out to Anunoby. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it.
Spurs ball.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at San Antonio, things stacking up nicely for them so far. Number 1 in their conference and looking formidable.
Right now for the Spurs, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. At the line for 1, Victor Wembanyama.
The free throw no good for Wembanyama.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal. After missing his first 4 shots, he finally gets one to drop.
San Antonio with the ball after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And the shot goes down.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Brunson. Towns passes to Brunson. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Mitchell. They grab their own miss. Wembanyama's shot is good.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
McBride, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Now here's Hart. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Castle.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris. But Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
BA, he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back to the basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line with intent and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
And the shot goes in. Anunoby's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Knicks trail by 12. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. With the drive. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Towns. And he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Time called here. The Spurs decided to talk it over. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
BA, I certainly think he's...
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio?
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, BA, this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Pelicans got the job done. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Great report there, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Down by 15. They host the Hawks after this one, and that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Nice move. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
And San Antonio making a change here. Vassell's checked in. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, BA, and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked. Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason. A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Spurs lead by 9. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. For New York, they've gone an outstanding 7 of 7 so far in the second quarter. McBride. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Towns doing some work on the interior.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
San Antonio has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Mitchell, the pass to Vassell. Back to Mitchell with the teardrop, and it's good. 2 points. Mitchell's got 28 points for the game.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Brunson misses. San Antonio has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside, Doris.
Handful might be an understatement, BA. He is a nightmare free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
And the Spurs call time here. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
Well, you look at Bridges. He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe. Especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mitchell, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. The Knicks with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Mitchell, good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Mitchell's got 33.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Left side, Brunson. Pass to Towns. New York working the ball around now. From the line, and it's New York scoring again.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
To the inside. Mitchell, good. Mitchell's got 35 in the game.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
New York calls timeout.
Our promo team is looking to throw out some T-shirts to the loudest.
A line change here for San Antonio. And so the San Antonio Spurs up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the...
So we can see you. That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Spurs 54. New York 46.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Knicks trail by 8. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. And it's Mitchell in at the point. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
And Wemby using his unique perspective to find the open man.
Here's Brunson. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Puts it up. And there's Mitchell on the assist from Wembanyama. Mitchell's got 39.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
Here's Brunson. The shot off that time. Good deep by Wembanyama.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
The 3 from Mitchell. On target from range. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter.
Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Brunson passes to Hart. Back to Brunson. Shot to stop the run. Count the basket. And that's now 29 points for Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
The 3 from Mitchell. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Brunson passes to Hart. Bridges outside. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point land. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's San Antonio's ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Mitchell. Again, the Spurs score.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Here's Brunson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 31.
Boy, terrific individual effort. Almost single-handedly, this guy trying to keep them competitive.
Oh, another one falls.
my goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Vassell with the rebound. Vassell's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. The 3 is up. And another one!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Brunson, soft touch off the glass. Brunson's got 33.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, BA, and it's extraordinary. Jalen
Spurs lead by 23. On the court right now for the Knicks. We've got OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the 4-man position. Brunson misses.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Pulls up on the wing. Mitchell, good. Mitchell's got 57 points.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively, now looking to close this thing out.
Here's Brunson. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Yeah, and Wemby makes it look so easy. If he's anywhere near you, don't even try to score.
From deep, Mitchell. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And Brunson, here we go. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brunson's got 35.
If Brunson sees any daylight, he's going to attack. Did just that on the drive.
Here's Bridges. Sinks that one from the post.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor. That's his 4th foul, so you have 2 to work with, but you do not want him picking up another.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And the Spurs with some changes. Sohan's checked in for Henderson, and it's Vassell in for Hardaway. Here's Brunson, rejected by Mitchell. From deep 3-point land. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Brunson. The teardrop, and it's good on the lay-in. Brunson's got 10 points here in the second half.
Oh, that's a silky jump shot, playing right over the top of the defense. Mr. Brunson, how good are you?
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Right wing, takes a 3. Rebound by San Antonio.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Oh, got that one up quick. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
They get it back. Brunson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Now a timeout called by New York. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
The Knicks making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. Towns finds Brunson. Outside Hart. And it's rejected.
Phenomenal defense. The long arms of Vassell helping him come up with that block.
Williams is checked in for New York.
Kenrich Williams.
Here's Brunson outside. Knocks it down from distance. Brunson's got 42 in the game.
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Lets it go from the wing. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. One more and he's done.
Sohan's checked in for San Antonio.
Down to the lineup for San Antonio.
A bit under 3.5 minutes had passed here in the 4th. Towns passes to Brunson. Floats one up. No luck on that one. Wembanyama with some nice D. Here's Mitchell. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Bridges passes to Brunson. And the layup is good off the glass. Brunson's got 44.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
That free throw is good for Mitchell. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
Here's Brunson. That one off the back iron and out.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Unbelievable. He blew that look, guys. No clue what went wrong there.
Here's Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Brunson up top. He's guarded by Vassell. And it's Brunson missing. Spurs lead by 22. Outside Mitchell. Stolen by Anunoby. And they're on the run. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.
You